Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. In this video tutorial, I will show you how to use Burpsuite to do penetration testing on web hacking. Uh, what is Burpsuite? Burpsuite is a software tool that is used to perform web application security audits and penetration testing. It is modular, which allow users to perform both automated and manual testing. And there are three different versions of Burp Suite. The Community Edition, which is the free version with basic tools for web security testing, which is the one that we are going to use. And we have the professional one, is a commercial version of pen tester, okay, for pen testers. And also we have the enterprise edition used for collaborative and massive auditing of application from the cloud. So for this one, we are going to use the community edition. Okay. Uh, so before I introduce you with this, I just want to ensure that these are the requirements. Okay. We have we need to have a Kali host installed. Okay. I don't know what IP address you're gonna get, so let me show you what I have here. This one right now I'm using the 1.100, right? That's the Kali, the attacker. And then the metasploitable is I have 1.1. Actually this is .101. Your IP address may be different from me, which is fine as long as they are in the same subnet. Okay, and we will use Burpsuite tools, Firefox browser, which is already embedded in Kali, and in Burpsuite also they also already have it, and pfSense. pfSense is a routers. Okay, a router. So if you haven't watched my first video, how to set up the lab, please do. Otherwise, you may not be able to follow what I'm going to explain here in a few moments. All right? Okay. So without further ado, I want to show you this one. I have two. See, if you notice that I have this pfSense 2.72. This is the LAN. This is the LAN 1.1 and the WAN is 2.15. So let me write it down here. That way I have my documentation 10.0.2.15/24. Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay. 24. Okay, so actually this is my pfSense. Okay. Yes, this is the pfSense IP address. The pfSense is here. Since I do it this way, so the pfSense, you have the WAN and we have the net here, right? This is the net, and the internal one, let me see, the internal one, the LAN 192.168.1.1. Okay, and the Kali, this is the attacker machine and this is the victim machine, right? As I mentioned to you, you may have a different IP address, which is fine, but as long as you know how to do the setup for the lab. Okay, this is the what you call this? This is the diagram, right? This is the internet and pfSense router, right? You have the WAN connection and the LAN connection. Then I set up a Kali and metasploitable. So this VM going through this router to get to the internet. Okay, since we have two adapter here, the LAN and the WAN, that means that this VM can communicate internally as well. All right. Okay, so I want to get that straight up before we proceed. The next one, okay, after that, after we meet all the requirement, and you need to log into Kali, right? We're going to go to Kali, and then we're gonna start the Burpsuite, right? So let me see what are the terms that we need to understand, right? The first one is the intruder, right? The intruder is an automated attack such as brute force login, and then after we receive the username and password, then we can manipulate the HTTP request to analyze the response. All right. The decoder is to decode and encode application data. URL encoding can be used to circumvent input validation. Okay, so these are some of the terms that we may have to remember. The next one, we are going to, in part one, we are going to do hacking admin account, right? So what we need to do, I will post this note in the Blackboard so student will have it, right? So here, let me go to start here. I'm going to go to Burpsuite, right? Burpsuite, run Burpsuite. Your GRE appear to be version 23 from Debian, right? Has not been fully tested on this platform, so you may experience problem. Just click OK. All right. Welcome to Burpsuite Community Edition. Click Next. Use Burpsuite by default. Click Next. Okay. Okay. So for the part one, we are going to hack the admin account. All right. So now the next thing is we go to proxy. Well, we go to proxy, right? This intercept is on right now. If we click this, it's gonna be on. Okay, so just leave it as default. Okay, right now is on the intercept. If you turn on the intercept, the browser and target will be held here, right? So if I click this, then it's gonna be off. All right, so open browsers. Okay. When I open browser, now you will see this. So I'm going to type the IP address of the Metasploitable 2, which is the victim machine. It's going to be 192.168.1.101, right? Enter. Okay. So now I get this. Now I go to, where is it? DVWA. Okay. As you notice that as I click the DEM vulnerability web application web server, it will show you the history, HTTP history here. I'm going to type admin and the password is password. Okay. Password is password. Okay. The first thing that I'm going to do you see the security level to high? I'm going to change this to low. Okay, I'm going to change this to low. And then I will go to brute force, right? Go to brute force, right? Go to brute force and I will type admin. Just type incorrect password because we are going to brute force them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So I'm going to click login. Okay, the username and password is incorrect. So from here, I'm going to brute force this, right? From here, I'm going to brute force this. You see this on package number 12. I'm going to click here and right click, send it to intruder, right? Intruder. So when I click this intruder, it will be in the intruder tab, right? And here, I will clear this up first, all the parameter, I clear it up, clear, and then I'm going to add this one, right? Because this is what we're gonna brute force this password. So I'm gonna click here and add. When I add, I'm going to use, I'm going to load the word list. Where the word list is located. The word list is located in slash, which is root, users folder, user directory, share directory, word list, and go to Metasploitable, right? On the Metasploitable, there are a lot of password lists here, so I'm going to use the top 500 Burnet. Click here, right? Notice that I have a list of password here. From here, I'm going to start the attack. Do you see this start the attack? When I click start the attack, look what happened. Boom, like that. Click the attack. Now it will run in the background. As you notice that the length is different here, right? The length of password is different compared to other one. So this might be the password here, right? This is the password, okay? Right. The first one is 4920, 4984, 4919, 4920, all right? So as you can see that this length is different compared to the rest of them. So this might be the password. So right click there and then send it to the intruder. Now from here, we get this password and we can do a send here. Let me see where we can get the send here, right? Right click, send to repeaters, right? Send to repeaters, and then I will go to the repeaters, right? Repeaters, send it. Okay, send to the repeaters and click send and render. Now you notice that welcome to the password protected area of admin. So we are successfully logged in using that brute force attack using Burpsuite. All right. So this is kind of a step that I have on my note. So you can follow this note. If you want to modify to make it good, that's fine, right? So you send to the intruder, right? Once you send the intruder, then you can run start the attack, right? Check the length of column. Notice the length that is unique, right? Notice the length that is unique or different from others. Once you find that, you highlight what you find and click send to the repeaters, right? Send it to the repeaters. From intruders, from here, you do right click. No, actually from there, right? You click to the intruders. Once you're already in the intruders, then you send it to the repeaters, right? When you are in the repeater tab, you click send, then you click render. Notice that your username and password. No. Oh, this is the one that is incorrect actually. The one that I just did is actually the password is password, right? I guess I accidentally clicked that one. But as you notice that earlier that I show it to you here, if I go back previously, the brute force when we are successfully render this, it show like this one, password. It's, hold on, admin and then click password. There, right? This is what, when I render that, this is what we say. That means we are successfully doing that, doing the brute force attack. Okay, so this is the part one. So let me repeat again, right? So I'm going to proxy, right? Once you run the proxy, you log in here, right? Let me log out here, right? I'm going to admin and click password. Okay, and then from here low, you go to brute force. When you go to brute force, type admin 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? And then you click login. From here, the password is incorrect, right? From incorrect, now you can see that I captured this incorrect password. I'm going to right click, send to intruder, right? Now we are in the intruder. In the intruder, I need to clear all the parameters. Click add. No, actually clear this one first. Cancel. Where is it? I'm going to clear this. I'm going to clear this, and then I just highlight the password, click add, and you need to load the list and select the Burnet, right? Select the Burnet, and then you run the attack, right? Once you run the attack, you notice that the length is different, right? That's the length is different. That is unique compared to the rest. So your payload is the password. Right click, send to repeaters, right? Once you send the repeaters, and then go to the repeater and click send, right? Send, and then you can render this. Boom, there we go. You actually see that. All right, so this is actually part one, right? This is actually the part one of the video. Okay, so this is part one. I'm going to show you part two, which is how to do a lateral movement to find out the username for other account. All right, so let me pause this video so you can do the documentation. When you do the documentation, right, make sure you use snipping in like this, snipping tool, okay? And when you do snipping, right, this is called the snipping tool. Click snipping, make sure that you highlight the whole window here, right? As you can see here, let me see here. Snipping, right? Make sure you highlight the whole thing until the date is shown. Do you see that? January 15, 2024, 2025. So highlight this, and then you can copy this. Make sure you show the date, because if student did not submit the date, then I will not provide a credit on that. So now if I put on my documentation, I can just put it here, for example, right? It show you there. Okay. All right, so I have a template. I have a template how to do a report on this lab and tutorial using Burpsuite to do penetration testing, and I will post that on the Blackboard. Student may need to take about minimum of 5 or 6 screenshot. Okay, thank you so much, and see you in the next video.